Now to a new trend on TikTok that has younger users speaking out about body image issues. It's being called Almond Mom, which basically means a parent who goes overboard policing their kids' food.
TikTokers are now sharing their own experiences with so-called Almond Moms. Posts with that hashtag have been viewed nearly 7 million times.
NBC News youth and internet culture reporter Callan Rosenblatt joins us now for more on this. Callan, good morning to you. So first, walk us through how this all began and where that term Almond Mom actually came from.
Good morning. So Almond Moms have like a few different origins. Some people point to a clip, a years-old clip from Yolanda Hadid, in which she tells her then teenage daughter Gigi Hadid, if you're feeling weak, just eat a few almonds. Other people sort of took this and ran with it on TikTok. They sort of made fun of their mothers who said, after a handful of almonds, I'm not hungry for dinner. I'm all full from that. And we're kind of joking like, Mom, you can't be full off a handful of almonds. And this, again, evolved into some young women who made parodies of their mothers and the sort of extreme behaviors around policing food, not having really fun snacks in the house, and over-exercising. Some sociologists call this behavior that has been termed Almond Mom is actually orthorexia, which is an obsession with healthy eating and sort of quote-unquote clean eating to the point of maybe being a problem.
So research suggests parents can have a big influence on how their children see food, how they see their bodies. That could potentially lead to eating disorders. And I know you've been speaking with experts. How does that happen? And have these parents at all become a scapegoat for a larger issue with diet culture?
A lot of sociologists and dietitians that I spoke with said the number one factor when it comes to how young people view their bodies is how their parents talk about their bodies. And research points to particularly how mothers speak about their bodies will have a massive impact on how young people see their bodies. Now, some sociologists also said they felt that this was sort of a scapegoat on moms, that moms are typically burdened with childcare in this country. And in order to, quote unquote, raise your child well, there's this expectation that they also have to be thin. Now, sociologists say that's an unfair expectation to put on mothers. And a lot of young people I spoke with actually said sort of participating in this conversation made them have more empathy for their moms. It made them realize the sort of diet culture that their mothers and their mothers' mothers have been subjected to, and that a lot of these behaviors aren't originating with their mothers. They're a much larger issue with diet culture in general.
Wow, turning toward empathy with that one, Callan. Well, how are younger generations just trying to put an end to the whole Almond Mom discourse?
So a couple of the young women that I talked to who are making Almond Mom content said that making the content made them really reassess the way that they talk about their bodies and the way they talk about food, not only with their friends and their peers, but also with their siblings. I talked to one young woman who has a series on Almond Moms. Her name is Tyler Bender. And she said she has a 10-year-old sister. She's 20. And she said now when she's around her sister, she's really careful about the way she talks about food, the way she talks about whether her jeans fit or not, because she doesn't want her younger sister to internalize that and think the same things about her own body. It's also started a conversation with her own mom about how they both talk about food, and they're both together now trying to educate themselves and break the cycle. So a little bit of a positive spin coming out of this conversation.
I'll take that optimism every turn we can get it. Callan Rosenblatt, thanks so much. Well, if you or someone you know is struggling with an eating disorder, please contact the National Eating Disorders Association. You can reach them at 1-800-931-2237 or text NEDA to 741-741. The number's there on your screen.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.